ready?
Anytime you are.
Okay, I'm going to remove my mask. Okay, we'll call the East Lampeter Township Board of Supervisors meeting for Monday, August 17th, 2020 to order. I have a short statement to read. Hello and welcome to the regular meeting of the East Lampeter Township Board of Supervisors. My name is Corey Meyer and I am the chairman. I want to inform all participants that this meeting is being recorded. Due to the COVID-19 virus and Governor Wolf's recent orders limiting indoor gatherings, in-person attendance for this meeting is being limited to a maximum of 25 people who will be observing social distancing. Additionally, based upon the order of the Secretary of Health regarding face coverings, all participants in the public meeting room are required to wear a face covering unless they fit into one of the order's exceptions. When speaking while maintaining social distance, participants may remove their face covering. Therefore, this meeting is also being offered virtually utilizing Zoom, which is a cloud-based platform for remote video and audio conferencing. The Zoom application is free to the public. The general public is therefore able to join the meeting by connection through the internet or by calling in by phone. The public is also able to observe the meeting on the Township's YouTube channel. Township is expecting to utilize this vehicle for all future public meetings during and after the COVID-19 crisis. Please continue to check the Township website calendar for any updates related to these public meetings. Agendas for these public meetings will also be available on the Township's website and will be posted on the front of the Township building. Township will also be recording the meeting and making it available for viewing via the Township website and YouTube channel. While every effort will be made to ensure that live streaming and website are working, East Lampeter Township takes no responsibility for and cannot be held liable for the unavailability of live streaming in part or in full due to technical issues beyond its control. Live streams and recordings of all meetings remain the property of East Lampeter Township and are protected by copyright. Access to live streams and recordings of meetings is provided for personal and non-commercial use. Video, images, and audio must not be altered, reproduced, or republished without permission of East Lampeter Township. Joining me in the meeting room while observing social distancing are Vice Chair John Blowers, Supervisor Dave Buckwalter. Joining the meeting via Zoom is Supervisor Ethan Demi, and doesn't look like Glenn is on. If he is, I'll introduce him at that time. Also participating to support the board and present in the meeting room is Ralph Hutchison, Township Manager. For those board members joining via Zoom, Ethan, I'm assuming you can hear me fine?
Yes, I can.
Great, we can hear you as well. It's suggested that all participants on Zoom mute their microphone during the meeting until they wish to speak, make a motion, or vote. All votes will be taken by roll call so that they can be properly recorded. In order to accommodate public comments at this meeting, the Township will be accepting public comments in writing or via email. Instructions for the submission of public comments are available on the Township website. All those providing public comments will be required to provide their name and address in order for their comments to be read into the record. Inappropriate comments will not be read into the record. I want to remind everyone that this meeting is being video and audio recorded and will be posted to the Township's YouTube channel for viewing. We'll now proceed with the meeting agenda with the pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that. Okay, next on the agenda, we have public comment for non-agenda items only. Do we have any public comment?
I have not received any via email, and
Okay.
I don't see anybody on Zoom either.
Okay. We'll move on to the consent agenda. We have a few items to discuss. We have the first 4A is approval of the minutes of the Monday, August 3rd, 2020 regular meeting. 4B, approval to pay invoices from all funds for a total of $348,618.59. Of those bills to be paid are a few significant amounts. First is $31,000 to Bob Fisher Chevrolet for the new Public Works pickup truck, which replaces an old truck per the budget. $44,175 to Susquehanna Municipal Trust for Workers' Compensation Program premium. And lastly, $4,501.69 to LRM Incorporated for pump station equipment for a level transducer. And lastly, 4C, we have financial security reduction for Hartman Station Subdivision Phase 1 I believe we received a new letter for that. It would leave a remaining balance of 0. So it's a full release of financial security for that. Those are the items for the consent agenda. I'll accept the motion for the consent agenda.
Make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion was made by John,
I'll second that.
second by Dave. Any other comments from the board? Any comments from the public? Okay, we'll do a roll call vote. We'll start with Dave first.
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Ethan?
Aye.
And Corey, aye. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next we have old business. We have the Walnut Street Extension Developers Agreement. How do you want to give us background on that?
Sure. The transportation study that was done by representatives of High for the Walnut Street Extension project identified some additional improvements in the Greenfield corridor that would be needed despite the addition of the extension. And PennDOT included those in their review comments on the study and asked the township to address them. High was willing to address them through an agreement. And so the agreement essentially obligates High as part of future development activity to address the improvements. One would be at the intersection of William Penn Way and Greenfield Road, and the other at Hempstead Road and Greenfield Road. So that's the purpose of the agreement. It's already been signed by High and ready for your action.
Okay. Okay, I'll accept a motion for the developers agreement that we can discuss.
So moved. Second.
Okay, moved by Dave, second by John. Okay, any questions or comments from the board?
One thing I would add,
Yeah.
the agreement was reviewed by the township
Yeah,
solicitor.
thank you. Okay, not seeing any comments from the board. Any comments from the public before we vote? Not seeing any members of the public. Okay, we'll take a voice vote. Dave first.
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Ethan?
Aye.
And Chair, aye. Okay, motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next we have new business, Solstice Lot Add-on Plan 2011 Harvest Road, North Bronx Road.
I don't see anybody representing the application participating. This is a rather minor plan. I'm happy to share what I know with the board.
Yeah,
or-
that's fine.
Um,
Feel free to share.
So the location is along North Bronx Road, basically across from the Maple Avenue intersection where that intersects with North Bronx Road. There's an existing dwelling there. And then behind the dwellings that front on what would be the east side of North Bronx Road, there's a farm behind those dwellings. And this plan proposes to subdivide off a small portion of the rear farm, which actually fronts on Harvest, and add that to the dwelling, the home that's along North Bronx Road at that intersection. Not proposing to add any dwellings at this time. It's actually, the property is split by the township line, shared with Laycock Township. So both townships would be acting upon it. The Township Planning Commission has reviewed it and made recommendation to conditionally approve, subject to the comments of the Township Engineer and the County Planning Commission. There were a few deferrals that I believe were recommended by the Township Engineer, and the Township Planning Commission asked the applicant to submit requests for those deferrals. And that was submitted. We have that letter in the file.
Is that the August 12th letter from Concord Land Planners?
Correct.
Yep.
So that has been satisfied. I do have the plan in the file. If you want me to spread it out and have the board look at it, I can do that.
I don't need to, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a very simple.
It's, I can tell you the size of the property. Maybe I can.
like project dense, no.
It's, the parcel that's being added is about 1.3 acres.
Okay.
Being added to the house, the existing dwelling property.
Any questions, Ralph, on, under zoning item number 7, the aerial, just the encroachment on that property line? Anything we need to be concerned about there? Or maybe asking you something you haven't looked at, but just,
I don't believe so. I think that would be an issue, a private property issue
yeah,
that they might want to address.
okay,
but,
okay,
I don't think it affects the township.
okay, all right.
Okay, so we have Solstice Lot Add-on Plan 2011. Thank you for the explanation. Thanks for standing in. I have a motion to approve that.
Go ahead, Dave.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the Stolzfus Lot Add-on Plan 20-11, contingent on the letters, one dated July 22nd from our engineer, and the one dated August 12th, requesting the waivers, granting the waivers as requested.
Second.
Okay. Made and second. Any other comments from the board? Okay, assuming no comments from the public.
We have not received any comments.
Okay, we'll do a voice vote. Dave?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Ethan?
Aye.
Corey? Aye. Okay, motion passes. Okay, 7, we have sale of pickup truck through the municipal bid auction. Sounds like a good thing happened, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. So we had auctioned this vehicle earlier in the year, and the board approved its sale through the auction for $4,600. The high bidder ultimately declined to finalize the transaction. And so we put it up on municipal bid a second time, and the high bid is now $5,700.
COVID brought us another $1,300.
So I'd recommend that you accept the high bid to sell this vehicle.
It's amazing for a 20-year-old vehicle. Looks like we kept it in really good shape.
Well, it's a municipal vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take good care of it.
How many miles on that?
I think it's in the 80s, maybe close to 90.
Oh my gosh, holy cow. Yeah, it's in fantastic
Yeah,
shape.
yeah.
Is that a municipality? Is that name? I say it's a person's name, but is that for a municipality or
No,
not?
I think it's a private individual.
Wow, that's great.
Okay,
Got a deal.
so look for a motion to approve the sale of the pickup truck and accept the bid.
Make a motion that we approve the sale of the pickup truck through municipal bid as presented.
Okay, motion is made by John,
Second?
second by Dave. Any other comments from board members? Okay, not seeing any public. Okay, we'll do a voice vote. Dave?
Aye.
Ethan?
Aye.
John?
Starting to float. Aye.
And Corey, aye. Okay. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next we have 8A, Lincoln Highway Streetscape Plan Implementation under the manager's report.
Yes, we haven't had a whole lot of activity on the implementation. I know that the field work for the Phase 3 project, which is essentially east of the Dutch Wonderland Tanger intersection, the field survey work is completed. We did have a meeting scheduled with the design engineer for this past Friday, and there was a conflict, so we had to reschedule it for this coming Friday. So I may have had more information if we'd had that meeting. We did receive some additional information from the design engineer on PennDOT's project, which we've been calling the Western Gateway Project. And so we just got that today, so we haven't had an opportunity to really review what they sent us, but it is additional design process that they go through with PennDOT. So information that we mainly just want to be aware of and monitor, just to make sure that there aren't any errors or divergence from what the streetscape plan recommended. So that seems to be going forward. The Rockvale Square project, or the Rockvale Trail project, I should say, is still sort of on hold until the master plan for redevelopment comes through for the property. And the walkway project from Strasburg Pike over to South Oakview Road is pending until we get the agreement from the county on the smart growth program, which I expect to happen in the spring of next year. So at that point, once we have that, we'll be able to get the design work started on that project. So I think that's pretty much everything with Lincoln Highway.
Anything else from manager's report?
No, unless board members had questions about anything in particular.
Forgot to mention the census, so I'll mention that briefly. Again, thank you to the Lancaster newspapers for mentioning that often. PA's response rate is 66.5%. Lancaster County is at a response rate of 75.4%. And East Lampeter moved up to a response rate of 73.8%. Slightly behind Upper Laycock at 74.2%. And West Lampeter leading the locals at 81.5%. So hoping to get people to fill that out. And I believe that folks will be visiting households for those that have not responded. So please respond if they do come to your household, but hopefully respond prior. Also, just wanted to say a quick thank you to our first responders. It's been a unbelievably busy summer. I know we had a major fire this past Saturday. I think I counted 32 apparatus at the fire. So appreciate all of our volunteers and paid first responders that had to spend probably all Saturday at that fire. But I know they do so much for the township, so I really appreciate all they do for that fire plus everything else. I think that's it. Any other items from board members? Yes. Oh, yes. We are going to have an executive session for a real estate matter. So Ethan, we'll give you a phone call to have that. So that's our official announcement of the upcoming executive session. So thank you. Thanks, Dave, for the reminder. I'll accept a motion to adjourn unless there's any other comment.
Anything else? Make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Motion made and seconded by Dave. We'll do a voice vote. Ethan.
Aye.
Dave.
Aye.
John.
Aye.
And I. Okay. Motion passes. Thank you so much.